Story time from the ramblings of an Appalachian granny woman. So last night I was on my good friend Ryan's show where we talked about awakenings with other beautiful souls who have been through spiritual awakenings. So if you guys want to check that out from last night, you can rewatch it on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, the freaking awesome paranormal show. You can find it. The video I posted yesterday, I posted where you could find it and how to spell it. But on the show, Ryan mentioned something, and it struck some inspiration into me to talk about with you guys. And when I was 6 years old, I got into the car. My mom and dad, my little brother, he was just a baby. My mom was sitting in the middle up front. We was just going to my grandmother's. Now, mind you, we lived back in the mountains, the boonies, and back then, I'm 39 years old. I was 6, so yeah, you get it. I wanted to sit at the passenger side, and I didn't shut the door good enough. So Dad was hitting about 40, and the door slung open, and I flew out. So yeah, ended up kind of like whoosh, and I had road rash all over, and only 4 stitches, so I was lucky. But what was so interesting about it, and Ryan mentioned it last night, is I totally forgot, because when you have these experiences, you just forget. There's so much, But anyway, I ended up going to the hospital, and I remember being in the ER, and when they was working on me, I remember the big bright light, and I remember my mom being there, and she was crying. And years later, I'm talking about, about 5 years ago, I asked Mom, I said, Mom, do you remember crying? Because I remember her crying and going, Mom, don't cry. It's going to be all right. I remember saying that. And my mom wasn't even at the ER with me. It was my dad and my papa. So it was then I kind of made the connection. I was like, oh, Mom wasn't even there. Me and my mother, our relationship struggles, so we don't really have a relationship at this point in my life, and that's okay, healing, but me and my mom are very connected, and it was at that point I realized that she was there. It was her emotions that I was feeling as a 6-year-old child. But yeah, I wanted to talk about that. And again, if you guys want to hear some of our stories from last night, we cover a lot of different subjects, spiritual awakening and experiences that you have, especially as a child and growing up. So yeah, you guys should totally check it out. Love you guys. Peace out.